Grade 1. This week, our science lesson is about weathers and seasons. And throughout this lesson, we are going to identify different kinds of weather and different tools used to measure weather. Also, we are going to identify the different seasons and the kinds of weather found in each one. We are going to explain how changes in weather affect plants and animals, including humans. And you are going to describe the relationship between daily and seasonal changes. So, let us start our lesson by learning what is weather. But first, I want you to look outside. Is the sun out? Is the air warm or cool? Are there any clouds? And do you feel any wind? What is wind? Wind is air that moves. And by definition, weather is what the air outside is like. We have to know that weather may change during the day. It may also change from day to day and from month to month. Let's look at these pictures together and see what do these captions ask. In the first picture, is it cloudy or sunny? Is it windy or calm? In the second picture, is it rainy or icy? Is it hot or cold? So, I want you to know that sunny, windy, rainy, and cold are words that describe weather. Now, let us discover together how do we measure weather. You can use tools to measure weather. Thermometer is a tool that measures temperature. What is temperature? By definition, temperature is the measure of how hot or cold something is. We have to know that temperature is measured in degrees. Now rain, snow, sleet, and hail are forms of water that fall from the sky. Rain gauge is another tool that measures how much water falls. Let's look at the first picture. It shows a thermometer. We have to know that a thermometer measures temperature in degrees Fahrenheit or in degrees Celsius. This thermometer shows that temperature is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. In the second picture, we have a rain gauge. Now this rain gauge shows that 3 inches of rain fell. Now, let us talk about seasons. What are seasons? By definition, a season is a time of year. We all know that spring, summer, fall, and winter are the 4 seasons of the year. They form a repeating pattern. The weather changes with each season, and these changes form a weather pattern. What is a weather pattern? A weather pattern is a change in the weather that repeats. So, if we look at the first picture, we can see that people plant flowers in spring. Let's look at the second picture. In spring, the air warms. There may be many rainy days. Plants begin to grow. Trees grow new leaves, and people can wear light jackets outside. Now, let's talk in details about summer. And when I say summer, I directly think of sunny. Summer is the season that follows spring. In summer, the air can be hot, but some places may have storms. We have to know that there are more hours of daylight than in spring, and some plants grow fruit in summer, and young animals grow bigger. People, during summer, dress to stay cool. They wear hats and sunglasses to keep safe from the sun. So, in the first picture, we can see that people canoe in summer. And in the second picture, we can see that this hare's fur is brown in summer, The brown fur helps the hair hide. Now, let us discover what happens during fall. Fall is the season that follows summer. During fall, the air gets colder, and we have to know that there are fewer hours of daylight than in summer. Now, during fall, some leaves change color and drop off the trees, and some animals move to warmer places, and people wear jackets to stay warm. In the first picture, we can see that people rake leaves in fall, and in the second picture, we can see that some animals gather food to store in winter. Finally, let us talk about winter weather. Winter is the season that follows fall. In some places, the air can be cold. It may even snow. We have to know that winter has the fewest hours of daylight. Now, many trees lose their leaves in winter, and some animals grow more fur to keep warm. People wear warm coats outside during winter, but we have to know that in a few months it will be spring again. If we look at the first picture, we can see that people play in the snow in winter. And in the second picture, we can see that the hare's fur has turned white. The hare can hide in the snow. And now, to end our lesson, I want you to look at this picture that shows the 4 seasons of the year. And I want you to see some of the activities that you can do in each season of the year. So, let's look at this picture. We can notice that during summer, the sun is out and children can play in a pool. During fall, we can see that some leaves change color and drop off the trees, and children can rake leaves in fall. Now, during winter, we can see that it is cold and it may snow, and children can, for example, play with the snow. And finally, during spring, we can notice that plants begin to grow and trees grow new leaves, and you can, for example, play with your bicycle outside. That's it for this week, grade 1. Thank you for your attention.